Good evening. Classy crew. Hello, hello. Hey, Zarkin. Hello, Skill Mamu. How are you all doing tonight? You know what? We're just gonna leave you up there, Mike, if that's where you want to be, and you're just gonna point downwards towards me. How about that? Hey, Takashi. How are you doing today? Nobody really knows how, Raul, but here we are. Thank you for the resub. Glad you are supporting your own employment. Oh, or you're using someone else's Prime to support your own employment. I don't know which one you're doing. Despite my best efforts? I don't know. I'm definitely a few years closer, a few months closer to that. What is this congestion? Why is there more people playing on a Monday night than on a Saturday? Yeah, I'm gonna need some guidance on where to even start this thing. Can you just give me a tip? Like, don't even tell me exactly where to go. Just give me a general heading. Ulda and what? Like, what should I be looking for? Meglo, good evening. Cat Girl in Ulda. All right, let's see what that's all about. Oh, what a beautiful scene. So I was just messing around a little bit on Sunday. I wasn't streaming Sunday, but I just was doing quests because why not? I just wanted to turn my brain off and do something that gave me some level of satisfaction. So I did quests in Dravanya, and I think that's about it. I think I just did quests in Dravanya. I don't know why I picked Dravanya. Oh, right. I was going to do the air currents in this area, only to learn I had done them already. And so I'm like, I'll just do some quests. All right, so, hi, Dralek. Ulda. Let's see if I can remember where Ulda even is. Aha, I do. Quest about a gentleman. Sounds like this is going to be an enjoyable quest. Did they know it was going to be this good when they made it? Or this notorious? Hello, Yumel. Oh, I see you've got yourself a very nice hat. Oh, they didn't. Okay, so I need to find a quest about a gentleman from a cat lady with glasses. You know, this is a big city. Maybe I should have asked for something. Although if I was a gentleman, where would I be? I'd probably be more closer into the bar area of this club. Maybe if I follow this gentleman over here, I will encounter other gentlemen. That could also be a good tip, Takashi. Is Wizard here? Oh, you're driving. What are you doing here but driving? Oh, she has no glasses. She also has no shirt. So I don't think it's her. All right. Let's do the Takashi trick. Wait, do the quests actually... They don't tell me what the... Help me, Lord of the Dance. Motivational speaker. Tougher than leather. Man, these are really low level quests I gotta do eventually. Alright, so maybe the Steps of Thal. Let's go see in this area. How are there no quests in this area? That's wild. That's suspicious even. Steps of Nald? Wait, that's where I was. That's where I am. Steps of Thal. Maybe the Hustling Strip? How are there no quests in these other areas? A little bit, Menwaka. Middle of the Steps of Nald? So it is in this area. Is it this one? This one doesn't want to tell me what the quest is. Oh, it's a blue quest. Okay. The Rise and Fall of Gentlemen. I'm glad you feel right at home, Raul. How's your test, by the way, man? Did you start it? Or are you writing it soon? Or are you studying? Hello, Blue. This is the continuation. Well, this is where I'm starting. I thought you guys said it was a cat girl. That's not a cat girl. It's not even a cat. I mean, like, I could potentially mistaken the gender, but that's not even a cat. It is this guy, right? The Rise and Fall of the Gentleman. Evening, Velvet. An old acquaintance of Wymond is at wit's end, and the businessman would have you help her. Hype train has ended. Oh, I'm late on that. I hear you've been busy as a bee, Jay. Seems half the whispers that come my way relate to your comings and goings. Being the active type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in investigating some queer rumors, am I right? But before that, let me ask, ever heard of a man named Hildibrand? Oh, I am definitely not going to make it in time. Have I heard of Hildibrand? Well, like yes, but no. To hear him tell it, he was Eorzea's greatest and most famous inspector. Still can't say I'm surprised you don't know him. To his credit, Hildibrand and his assistant had a knack for showing up when something shady was afoot. As for sussing out the culprits, well, he had his moments, though I hesitate to give him some sole credit. Anyway, 5 years ago, he gets it in his head that he's cracked the code of Messiah's 7th verse. Dalamud the Calamity. All of it can be stopped, he says, so long as he finds the hero of prophecy. Wouldn't you know it? The hero is Hildibrand himself. So he flies off towards Dalamud. Aye, that's right, he flew. Launches himself straight into the air somehow, ridiculous as it sounds. Of course, it's only logical that he's got to come back down, though it was only recently that we found his body. I have no reason for bringing this up. All right, so Nashu, Hildibrand's erstwhile assistant, has since become an inspector in her own right. At present, she's investigating the queer rumors I mentioned earlier. She's a sweet lass, a bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. So when I hear she's at wit's end, I want to help. Thing is, I prefer not to meddle in the affairs of the living zombies. Of the living. Zombies are most definitely not my forte. So if you're willing, I'd be grateful. If you lent her a hand... I am definitely not doing my pauses right. As for where to find her, she's like to visit Hildibrand's grave in the Lich Yard when she's frustrated. Try looking for her there first. Alright, let's go do that. Alright. Is this one it? Camp Dry Bones. I don't think she has any context for FF14, but welcome, Michelle. You also don't read it properly, Via, or you also just don't know when to pause? Oh, fun fact, Michelle. We have a few people here who have actually met Lee in person. Velvet and, I don't know if Firelord's here tonight, but both of them have met Lee. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, that's right, because you read everything out loud too, Velvet. Where do you live, Menwaka? Nashu. Oh, if only you were still alive, Inspector. You know how to stop these zombies. I know how to stop zombies. I love her outfit. Ah, you there. Could it be? You've come to offer your services to me. Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. The rose is a nice touch. At least that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildibrand was a great man, a real Eorzean hero. We traveled the world, me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the inspectors to solve it with grace and style. But then he flew and fell to the ground. But then there was the final case, the case of the century, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. I'm curious about what the 1.0 part was. To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. But then he came back down, and he disintegrated. Wait, why am I getting headaches from this guy? Are we getting the 1.0 flashback or something? This is all a joke. A big funny joke, right, Inspector? Any moment now, you'll burst out of the ground and shout, "Surprise! Had you fooled, eh?" We'll laugh and laugh. We will not laugh. He is dead. Hildibrand Manderville, beloved son. They say no one remembers the warriors of light. Their names, their faces, all gone forever. But I remember you, Inspector. No, gentleman hero Hildibrand. Was he a warrior of light? I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. A gentleman of light. Where did you get that clothes from? I, Nashu, Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. What? So I told myself, well, Nashu, there must be a leader, a head zombie who tells the rest what to do. Oh, the zombie's going to be this guy. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him, again, that is. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is or how to find him. But now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the good idea I've come up with so far. If you go to where these dapper zombies were last seen in southern Thanalan, you might find them. And then you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yes, that's sure to work. I was going to say, did she take his clothes? But I don't imagine this guy would have fit in what she's wearing. Can't be this one. Almost Paradise? Probably not that one. Deep in the Heart. What am I doing here? Oh. Oh, here it is. Come on, Mount, I believe in you. You can fly higher. Am I gonna make it? Dapper zombie! Oh wait, oh shoot, I got a level sync. Isn't this the song that I was playing at the beginning? Why are these dudes in here? I'm not fighting you guys. I'm fighting these Dapper zombie. I like the pose. These poses look familiar. I think all of you guys were doing these poses. when I was like entering dungeons and stuff. 6.5 minutes? No problem. How many of these zombies are there? Let's leave the tortoise alone. Thank you, Mel, for the help. Oh, I can't use my like super fast move because I'm level 6. Am I gentleman enough? What are these dudes am I supposed to kill? You're neither a gentleman nor a zombie. One corpse is right in style. Done. Alright, I think we're done here. Thank you, Yumel, for your help. What do you mean unbreaking the VOD downloaders? Did you find the zombies? You did? That's wonderful. I've been busy too. The head zombie will rue the day he meets me. You'll see. So tell me, what did you learn? What did I learn? Oh, so you weren't able to make new friends. That's a shame. But this parchment. This is a map of the Sagoli Desert. There's a spot marked here in the south. And look, there's something written here. A gentleman is rather than does. That sort of reminds me of, well, no matter. Let's see where this map takes us. Assistant. Onward to the Sagoli. I wonder if they have cannoli in the Sagoli. I'm trying to think of other words that rhyme with cannoli. Maybe happy? If they had cannoli in the Sagoli, I would be very happy. Ravioli. I'd be less happy if there was only ravioli. For cannoli, not the pasta type, but the Italian dessert type. Well, that would be really delicious. Stromboli? I've never heard anybody say that word in my life. I know it's a thing, I know it's a pasta, but who first thinks of stromboli? And what is it? Yeah, we're going down there. Goli. Okay. Together we can rhyme. Holy. Oh wait, I wanted you. Come back. Is it pronounced calzone or calzone? I always thought it was calzone. A stromboli is a hot pocket? I thought that was a... Isn't that what a calzone is? Calzone. You know, if you say it with the French accent, calzone, it sounds a lot like the French word for underwear, which is caleçon. Some fallen wizards. These are not the zombies we're looking for. Alright, Nashu, what are you doing up here? I don't think I misread the map. Maybe they're just shy, though. I say we call out to them and let them know we come in peace. When the leader shows himself, we strike. We'll go whither the wild rose blooms. A gentleman is rather than does. And that was the clue, wasn't it? Who summons the dead men, or the gentle dead men? They live, and we hunger. My brothers, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. It is he. The pose. Spare this fine gentleman and fair lady your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. Up in the sky, look, it's a bird. No, it's an airship. Oh, this is so corny. No, it's the inspector. We hear and we obey. He looks in pretty good shape to be dead. It is you! It really is you! I knew nothing could kill the great Inspector Hildibrand. Hildibrand. Who is this Hildibrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombiebrand, devourer of brains, undead overlord extraordinaire. What are you saying? You're not an undead overlord, you're a gentleman inspector. Hey, wizard. Ugh. Inspector, overlord, inspector, overlord. Oh, Inspector, you're just confused is all. Don't worry, I'll knock some sense back into that noggin of yours. With bombs? Stay your hand, milady. You know not what you do. This is so terrifying. Even if I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the concussive force of the blast is more like to liquefy my... If crashing into the ground made you forget, then explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying. See, even you acknowledge the possibility that this plan will result in my... boom. Okay, you guys didn't mention this girl. She's just the right level of crazy. Oh no! It's okay. He's still in one piece. Please tell me that the fan community recreates this play at fan events. Normally, I would applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution. Ah, he remembers me! Inspector Hildibrand remembers me! Yes, yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. I look forward to seeing where these two go, where this storyline goes. I'm already invested, and I barely know these two. And their story continues well into Dawn Trail, you guys are saying? Yeah, don't judge me for that, wizard. You keep your judging eyes to yourself. Do they ever do any special around Halloween around these guys? Such a wonderful dream. I slew a dragon and myself. What is this place? And for that matter, who am I? Can't imagine the 1.0 story being that interesting if he wasn't a zombie then. Yes, you are dead. You are correct, wizard. Add in the 1.5 year rust, your bet it's going to be the worst gameplay you've ever seen. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have awoken at last. I always knew you'd come back to us. Evening, Firelord. Be it Red Moon or Black Dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. Who might this fine gentleman be? Could you perhaps be one of my many admire? Oh, but what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears? This dizziness? Could it be a case? I didn't even notice what I won in that quest. There was an item. Wait, was it a Phoenix Down? Is that what I got? It was a Phoenix Down. You have attained a tuft of Phoenix Down. Is this the first time I get a Phoenix Down? A mild concussion will not sway Inspector Hildibrand from his true calling. Verily, could be naught else. Somewhere nearby dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Oh, nice. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heat. Aha! The Sagoli Desert. I'd bet my life on it. Which means Ul'dah is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of iniquity could so violently trigger my keen investigator's sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildibrand shall soon deliver you from evil. Not sure you're not gonna follow after all that? All right. I'll go see him myself. Back in the saddle. Well, it's 2 in a week now, Manwaka. Looks that way. Hope you're not too disappointed. Who's Agnes? Beg your pardon, you wish to question me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running about town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the Mithril Eye? I do not consort with perverts. Oh no, what has Hildibrand been doing? What? You're looking for a half-naked Highlander? What, likes to catch criminals? I think I remember a thing like that. If you do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do nothing about that goddamn duelist. My mate's pa's cousin's kid's best friends lost his blade the other day to that bastard. Sorry, lad, but if it's information you want, you'd be served best by going to Wymund. The only rumors I've heard are those about the weapon thief. Calls himself a duelist, or so I hear, but when you don't allow your opponent to refuse, well... These doors? Yes. I take it you've dealt with that zombie problem, eh? So do tell, just why were they dressing up like dandies? Wyman! Hey, Wyman! That almighty bugger with a bleeding spear. The dead have risen and they're walking the streets of Ulda. Oh, she put on a jacket. No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. It's true, he's not a zombie. I checked. How do you check? You do seem to be hale and healthy, which begs the question, how in the seven hells did you survive that fall? Why question divine providence? What matters is that Eorzea's champion has returned, and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about that, did you? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. What do you mean the Phoenix Down didn't work? Oh, as in she tried that and it didn't kill him? Inconceivable! I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wyman is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden, what said her most... This knave assaulted a young woman as well? The audacity! I should fly to her side at... Why, if it isn't the gentleman from the Sigoli. Holy cannoli, it's the gentleman from the Sigoli. A serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you too seek the belligerent duelist. Capital. It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away. They do make a cute couple. Damn it, Hildy. I told you the lass's name yet. I haven't told you the lass's name yet. Wizard, can I read your fanfic of these two? Wyman believes it would be best if you assisted Inspector Hildibrand with his investigation. Well, Jay, you might as well go after him. He'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things in life. Safe to say you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weavers Guild. Most every day. Good luck with the inspecting, Inspector. On a game I don't care about, try me. Is it that dwarf game you play? About a dwarf who found a very curvy stone to his liking. Is it actually? He leaned in to kiss her, their beards intertwining. No, wait. You're not the one I'm looking for. See, this is the thing I love about the internet. I'm always learning new things. I didn't know that there was dwarf. No, I'm really curious what a level 1 quest about medicine could be. Take this to the gladiator waiting on the steps of Nuld. Once you receive his dues, bring them straight back here. I'll do that if it's convenient. I don't know what Nyomoria Futa fanfic is. Free Fantasia T... Wait, use what? How much to... what? Switch off here? What do you mean switch off here? You want me to be a different race? The thing is, I don't think you guys are going to like what I changed into if I go to my second choice, which actually was probably my first choice. Do you guys know what I would change into if I could change my character's race and gender? I wouldn't do the bunny. Okay, you guys actually don't know. I'd be a kitty lady. But I feel like that's the second most popular choice, if not the first most popular choice. Okay, where am I going? This is not the way. Me trying to read and run. Using the Fantasia potion allows you to redo your character's appearance, race, and all. People don't want you on here because here is boring, even though I see exactly Mikote, that's what it is, yes. Mikote are everywhere. Also, rogue become a rogue because I'm a rogue and that's targeted attack on my style. There's 10% furry and 99% furry cat. What do you mean? What? Don't worry, Firelord. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because of a donation. I'll do it when the time is right. And right now, I've started this quest line as this character. We have to find a lore reason for my character to change gender and race. It needs to make in-universe sense to me. Otherwise, then it doesn't. It breaks immersion. Here's Yellow Moon. Put on a shirt. She won't put on pants. Oh, one sec. Yeah, we'll change by the time we get into... maybe I'll be a cat boy too. I don't see many cat boys or Mikote boys. My beloved pure heart was unlike any wand you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You will bring it back to me, won't you? A priceless possession, callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, and the wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear this clarion call and not beg the honor of championing her cause? What in the world? I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall scour all creation from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens for your pure heart. I do enjoy reading this guy out loud. What he said. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft? Thefts, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'll get there, wizard. I'll get there. As my confidence increases, we'll get there. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day. After I browsed the latest fashions at Sunsilk and took in a match at the Coliseum, I realized it was gone. So, the time and location of the theft are unknown, essential details without which we cannot solve the case. There is but one logical course of action, Miss Moon. To coax the hidden clues from your memories, we must reenact that fateful day's excursion to Sunsilk Tapestries. Do we have to? There are so many quests in these hub cities. These are the ones I gotta clean out. Way too much noise on my map. Alright, back to the steps of here. Where are we going? One brain cell working overtime. I mean, I'm enjoying his character so far, so I think this is my kind of comedy. getting some JoJo vibes here. Was that Dralek? Also, Hildibrand reminds me a lot of Blue's personality. If it was completely, like, released onto this world. Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist, I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress, when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Colosseum and see what you remember. Deliver the file. I may be going to the wrong quest here, but it's close. So let's just do this one. Oh, no, this is actually the right direction. Okay. Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind as to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day and was debating which match to observe, when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled about and struck the man in the face with my purse, in shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 60 ponzes, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 ponzes! That's definitely not how you pronounce that word, is it? Miss Moon, you are a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious, in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion. There sure are a lot of giant crates in Ulda. At the Weaver's Guild, at Sunsilk Tapestries in here too. Oh, she's the real detective, isn't she? These crates are everywhere, Jay. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open. Of course. This to have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? It'll be fun. Oh, she likes blowing things up too. Fantastic character trait. Conspicuous traits. Nashu's Delight. What are these people doing in here? At the heart of every crime rests a single, unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, for as a shepherd leads his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man. Resenting her prowess while recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the Pure Heart. Inspector, we found the Pure Heart. These strange men sneaking around town, and wooden crates had it. It's not what you think. We're not thieves, we're devotees. Yellow Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm. And should she misplace an item from time to time, we'd collect it for safekeeping. Nothing untoward. You deviants! We're behind all the thefts. All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve! Ah, such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment. Oh boy, bunch of simps. Goddess? Devotees? Ah, but of course. That I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. As I was elucidating but a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapon thefts. Those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Well-informed woman. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. Only claimed his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your prowess of observation are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in boxes were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie. I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildibrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume? You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist's victim? I'll introduce you with pleasure. You would be willing to share such precious information with me. Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of the man is... And there he goes. Where in the bloody hells do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. This guy. I hope he gets a proper outfit eventually. I would not mind cosplaying him, but I don't want to cosplay what he's wearing right now. I suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him. The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. The second ARR option for stream? I remember the sprint command being faster than this. Is there like a super sprint eventually? This is taking forever. Maybe it really was too good to be true. Hold up. I think this is my other quest that I was doing. This does not seem related to Hildibrand. This is a file of the mysterious brew. Wait, I was not supposed to give him that, was I? Legend states that any who drink it before lying down for the evening awakens a new man or a woman. My Coliseum debut is coming up, but I'm terribly nervous, so I thought this medication might bestow me with the self-confidence I lack. It's going good, Moonlit. I'm doing this pretty fun quest. Take this to the medicine merchant with my compliments. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to make my dreams come true. Oh, this quest gives you the Fantasia. That makes sense. Boom, boom, boom. Godzilla's Thunder Thighs. Hello. Does everybody else imagine him just being some like really big thighs? Good, you're back, and with my payment, I expect. There you go. Boom. Every last skill accounted for. I knew you'd be right for the job. Now for your payment. What's this? Oh my! He changed quite a bit. Friend of yours? Can't say I recognize him. My client? You mean that little Lalafellan gladiator? Who's to say? I have no way of proving that man was indeed my client. This music here, this song, is way too overplayed in this game. But if you would state your curiosity, I believe I can spare you a file for your own experimentation. If you guys could drink a Fantasia for real in life and that it would last 24 hours, would you do it? Now, my business here is done. We will meet again someday, though whether we recognize one another is less certain. Fantasia. The question is, would you drink a Fantasia in real life for if it lasted only 24 hours? Alright, where is this fool? Speak with the Humphrey outside the Golden Bazaar. Oh, okay, he went out a little further out. You think Elon Musk actually has a lot of cash? I suspect all his wealth is pretty much locked up in investments. So this is a level 50 quest, which means you're expected to do this quest at the end of A Realm Reborn. Is that an Earth? Oh, I thought I said Earth Sonic. Yeah, probably, hell. I am Humphrey, and you are? At last, I've caught up with you. You there, young sir. I am told you are a victim of the marauding duelist. Me, a victim? Ha, amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, but where he thought to find a whelp, he found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honor and my blade. See for yourself. You mean you won? That's amazing. Huh, well, it was nothing compared to what I faced at Cartno. Magitech to the right of us, Magitech to the left of us. Stuck in the middle with Master Lu we were. Core, he was a dab hand with the old magic, he was. I tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasties a man can. That man is no warrior of light. Tell them, Elazar. Tell them how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Liar! Scoundrel! Trusted that bastard with me father's blade. Bid him take it to a smithy for restoration. Even gave him gil to pay for it. Then he comes crawling back, sniveling and begging forgiveness for losing it in a duel. As if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, you bleating whore son. Look at me! Me flowing golden locks are no more. I've gone bald from the stress and heartbreak. I swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. Hey, Ryujin! Good to see you again. Alright. He beat the shite out of me, okay? Took the old man's sword. I used the guild to pay the... whatever that word is. I hate that word. Chirurgeon? Or is it chirurgeon? It's a stupid word. I have no idea where he or the sword is. What am I supposed to do now, huh? I can't give him what I don't have. Unless... Just say doctor. Fair. Unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people. Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own. Then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making. You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? And what of Elazar's flowing golden locks? How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he has wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. Is it pronounced enquiry with an E? It's not an inquiry. Enquiry. Antique swords? Oh, I haven't the foggiest about that. Traveling merchant Jajampa is the one you ought to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. Where are you, Jajampa? Elazar's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. That boy should be ashamed of himself, robbing poor Elazar of priceless family heirloom. Just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, a lot of them. May not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Elazar a counterfeit blade. If the deception brings him peace in his final days, would it be so wrong? Fair point, fair point. Boom, 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 boom. Man, what did people used to push when there was no jump button? Lalafell has a moustache. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword, at least not one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, any wares I determine to be of dubious origins I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of a facsimile? Similar in design to the one you describe. This present's a quandary. Though I am loath to deceive an honorable man like Elazar, a well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue to search for the genuine article. Well, if there's a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone. See you, Mel. Ooh, what kind of drinks? Tisk tisk, you should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie, like me. I say we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost. It's okay, these lines are fine to voice so far. You know what's gross, wizard? Your judgment right now is gross. You just tuck that away, put it in your pocket. It hugs my character on screen very nicely. Then he needs a purse, or a man purse, a merce. Oops, I forgot it's auto run. Anything? It occurs to me that I am not yet fully recovered from my accumulated injuries. It would not be prudent to immerse my body in water, not without first coating it with a liberal application of salamander oil. That is, indeed, on many an occasion my dearest mother tended my childhood scrapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Then you can assist me by pouring the oil all over my body. Oh my. I've never optimized my bar, wizard. The body is but an instrumental and occasional need of oiling. So come, my friend, come and oil me up. Alright, I guess we're doing this. Get oiled. Ah, this comforting scent, as though I am a child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries, knead the oil into my aching flesh. Alright, here you go. Knead. Ah, the pain multiplies manyfold. Gently now, gently. Definitely not Ryujin. More kneading, more oiling. Oh gods. Oh man, I am not voicing all this. My muscles slacken and soften. The warmth spread, and the pain become pleasure. Oh man, the pain becomes pleasure. Yeah, they had way too much fun. Of course, it goes into Zack mode. Right. I am not voicing all of this, guys. Keep doing that. Just like that. Just like... Yes. Now once more, with feeling. There is way too much dialogue for this freaking oil scene. Ah, never before have I received such splendid ministrations. Now then, into the spring. You as well, my good man. I feel so dirty. Yes, I do not... I make coffee at home, but I cannot make decaf at home. So I have to go out to get my decaf coffee. I know, what a ripoff. Where was my oil rub? You missed the oil scene, Velvet. Oh no. You've been productive. Excellent. May I see what you've found? Well, I've got a worthless bottle, a useless rock, and an irrelevant potsherd. No sign of the sword Jajanpa mentioned, I see. Ah! Now I'm all wet. What was that anyway? Did something cause you to? Oh look, a sword. Once again, my instincts have guided us to our quarry. That I had you search that section of the spring was a stroke of sneeze. We're not sneezing. We'll just read sneeze. Achoo! Well, if he's gonna make the action. Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct investigations in those clothes. I'll go to Ul'dah and fetch you some new ones. Yes, please. How thoughtful of you, Nashu. While you're there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Elazar as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. Is it not wonderful, my friend? Soon all of Elazar's woes will be no more. Yes, he'll have a nice full head of Goldilocks. It'll probably be like one little tuft of hair or something. He'll be so happy about it. I bet you Velvet was giggling her head off when she first did this quest. I was gonna say giggling her pants off, but they're never on in the first place. Oh, wow. So mature, so demure. Where did he go? Is he in here? The relics are just really like fancy, unique weapons, right? Do I want to get relics? Okay. Report to Elazar. Where is Elazar? Don't tell me. We'll find him. Maybe he's in a basement or something? Must be in the other building. Wow, Velvet. I'm surprised by that. I'm already entertained by this. As promised, I return to you your father's ancient blade. Give it to me. I don't remember the voice I made for him, but whatever. Ah, it is her. Every chip and scratch is just as I remember. God bless you, sir. Never expected you would go to such lengths for two strangers without thought of reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. It is common enough if you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. None. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Inspector, I've brought your change of clothing. I also brought a supply of tonic from the peddler I met in Pearl Lane. Excellent work, Nashu. If you would just bring me that case. We're gonna grow some hair. Do I have to rub this man's head too? What? What? So crazy. Inspector! Inspector Hildibrand! There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? Casually just... the author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering? Okay, the background. No, you. It's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. What is this face? A challenge for me? Oh, at last the curtain rises. That's what... Never mind. I'm not going to make the comment. Very well. If I am to duel to duelist, I must dress for the occasion. Oh, sorry. If I am to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion. I'll DM it to you, Velvet. Nice padding sound. Whoa! Now we've got style. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, accept your challenge. He's incredible, so bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light. No, I was watching. He basically has been radiating in this man's bulb glow. No, a gentleman of light. He is exceptionally something. Core, Inspector Hildibrand, you look amazing. Oh, his Goldilocks. He's got cloud hair. What? 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 Who's this? I was imagining just some dude zipped up in a body, like in a black bodysuit. This is far from the strongest of swords. Oh, we have a rival. Blue skies in the roiling desert. This Gilgamesh? How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? Gilgamesh has 6 arms. Unless he's hiding them. Filtered water. Oh, we even get this very cool. Okay, I like this. I like this. Who's this guy? Wait, are we getting a next time on? They're actually giving a preview for this quest? The three collectors. They knew what they were doing with this. Hey, I know that spear. That's the one I found buried with the pumpkins. What the heck is this thing? Honestly, this is my kind of comedy. Pumpkins sort of remind me of... no, it's gone. Never mind. Ellie wishes to share her latest discoveries with you. Perchance you are curious about the duelist's declared target. It so happens I have identified the weapon in question. I bought chips just for tonight. Not hungry yet, but eventually we'll open the bag. The Treaty Blade is part of an Ishgardian noble's collection, or was, I should say. So now I guess we're in like ARR patch land. You can see they're building up the Ishgardian stuff. No, it was not yet. It has not yet been stolen. It has been purchased by an Uldan collector, the wife of a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice it to say, I would be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I to not investigate her. Should the duelist strike whilst I am present, well, I hope I needn't explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Ingratiating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though. I'm told she is a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I am also told that she has a fondness for rare flowers, the sort to Tootsie in Camp Drybone sells. You can come along if you'd like. That's okay, Velvet. They're not good for you. They're not good for anybody. Nope. It's actually kind of hard to find chocolate-covered chips out here. Yes. For I will drown myself in unhealthy things. I did go to the gym 2 days ago, so yay for me. I took my son, and it's, whenever I bring him, he always pushes me. He's like, so, one more set, Dad? I'm like, well, of course we're going to do one more set. Oh, you're going to increase that weight, right? Oh, of course I'm going to increase that weight. Freaking male ego. You know, I gave a ketchup chips to a Swede friend of mine. He was not impressed. He's like, why does it taste sweet? I'm like, it's kind of tangy. Here you are, miss. Thank you for your patronage. Was it for love or money that you killed him? Hopefully I got that. Oh. It was you. You gone mad? That was an Amalja arrow in his back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Amalja don't shoot fleeing unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. Not that you or your victim make for convincing merchants. If you're going to misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves for God's sake, or at least don't wave your hands in front of your face, of my face. The calluses on your fingers betray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago, as did your partner. So again I ask, was it because he took from you your share or your sister? You don't touch a man's kin. He knew that, and yet he... Damn, I thought he did it for the money. You too. He's all yours. Yes, of course. Thanks for your help, Inspector. Ooh, we have a second Inspector. At least he's competent. But when did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? I like how the Warrior of Light is such a spectator to this whole thing so far. It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of Ishgard's high houses. Some say he's a baron. Not all like that buffoon Hildibrand, don't you think? Hey, don't say mean things. I try not to think about Hildibrand. We should get going. Lady Dorilda will not take kindly to wilted flowers. Whoops. Too far, too far. Oh, we're actually moving to a different space. Nice. Honestly, this is probably the best part of FF14 yet. It's like they snuck in a whole like little anime series in here, just without the animation. Dorilda. Again, as I told the last 20 who came before, if you have come looking for work, you are too late. And even if I were in need of additional security, I would not deign to hire a common adventurer. Now remove yourself from my sight before I have you removed. What if I gave you this pretty lavender? Did you really think I could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gift, speak the magic words, and you would earn my respect. What is more, a flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty which transcends the boundaries of time. Everlasting, enduring, unchanging, like mine. Now get out. Forgive us, Lady Dorilda. We meant no disrespect. We were afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. A notorious violent thief is plotting to steal the treaty blade. You fools, I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Yes, I read the Mithril Eye. I know full well of whom you speak, and it is none of your concern. I have a legion of guards at my disposal. Should he try, I will have him seized or worse. And even if by some miracle he should succeed, he will not escape my wrath, for I have retained the services of a certain gentleman. Oh boy. Ah, but you may see for yourself. Like every piece in my collection, he has been chosen with the utmost care. Now look on my peerless inspector, interlopers, and despair. Let's see what this entrance is like. The look of disgust. Ships that pass in the night, a signal shown in the darkness. The lady cries out for a guardian, and a gentleman must needs oblige. I swear to you here and now, I, Hildibrand, agent of enquiry, Inspector extraordinaire, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covets the treaty blade is brought to justice. Oh, man. Good sir, what brings you here? Are you come in pursuit of the duelist as well? Or perchance in pursuit of me? As if I would spend a single gil on an insufferable incompetent. To be fair, you are not spending a single gil on me. The chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Preemptive declarations of criminal intent are hardly in vogue. Oh boy, do I have to give this one a French accent? Sorry I'm late. Busy solving a murder. Briardian, consulting inspector at your service, my lady. That's where I'm kind of going for, too. Conniving inspector. Consulting inspector. Rotting flesh and saltpeter. Hildibrand, Manderville, and Nashu Makaraka, I presume. 2 rank amateurs playing at a profession of which they know not. Call me when you finish with these wastrels. Oh yeah, she's all into this guy. Ooh, who's this? Sailor Moon fan? You see, I did not want or need your help. Briardian is more than capable of overseeing the transfer. Now get out, all of you. Where have you been, Maria? And where is my vase? Or vase? There was a strange flying thing, and the vase, I dropped it in the water. I was so careless. That vase once belonged to the Royal House of Thorn. Do you have any idea how much it was worth? You will go back outside right now and search for my vase, and you are not to return until you find it. Do I make myself clear? My lady, pray allow me to go in this girl's stead. It is not safe, for she herself spoke of a ferocious wild beast. With my unmatched investigative skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect, at which point you will gladly grant me permission to investigate the thieving duelist. Verily, it is a plan fiendishly clever in its intricacies. Not when spoken out loud. Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me exactly what happened? What is with this stupid face? I picked up the vase in Ulda, like Mother said, and I was on my way home. I was crossing the bridge, and then the flying thing came. I got scared, so I ran. When I stopped, it was gone, but so was the vase. I think I dropped it in Nofika's wells. I want to go and look, but there were scary-looking things down there. I'm scared to go alone. You are no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for the vase. All 5 of us. Who's the 5th? Oh. All 4 of you. I'm going after Inspector Briardian. If the duelist strikes, I mean to be there. But Miss Ellie, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story? Because that's my job, you imbecile. Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty to justice. Come, Nashu, we must away. Why did they give Nashu that big sweater? I liked her more when she didn't have the big sweater. I don't even know what the bloody vase looks like. Maria, dear, listen. If it gets dangerous, or if you'd feel afraid, you were into this adventure for help. Understand? I'm just like you for real, Drelak. Alright. Let's go to... You know what? We're not going to teleport. When we can fly away! Did she have a sweater before she stole the clothes? And I don't believe she stole his clothes. She would not have fit in his clothes. That was skin tight on her, and he's like 3 times her size. I gotta do my next journal using the Hildibrand voice and the Hildibrand style. It should be fun. Is that a green chicken? The flamboyant oaf! The pox upon that thieving demon bird. Shall rue the day he crossed paths with me. Ha, a vase. I know not of what you... Gah! Curse this infernal refuse underfoot. Every point has a dagger. A vase? Well, anything that falls in the water is like to be swept downstream fairly quickly. Oh, I totally did this backwards. That girl that ran, that girl what run by earlier, I seen her. Had something in her hands. What dropped in while crossing the bridge. Didn't get a good look, but I reckon it don't matter any road. Whatever it was, it's long gone by now. Do I spy the treasured vase of Lady Durildover? Oh dear. Does this belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed in my search that I did not notice. Your search for what, pray tell? The demon bird that is absconded with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, only to see it next in the talons of that accursed creature. I gave chase following it to these waters, and in my haste I must have stepped upon your vase. Don't fret, Maria. I know it looks bad, but I'm sure Inspector Hildibrand will think of something. Oh, boy. Oh, but I already have, my faithful assistant. Hearken to me now, for as the rising sun doth dispel the dark, so shall my solution resolve our dilemma. But first, we must gather as many fragments of the vase as we can find. Alright, back in the water we go. I hope I don't have to oil him again. Yeah, that took forever to dig up. Oh, these are faster. Come to present your findings, have you? Splendid. Let's have a look. Well done, my friend. This should be the more than sufficient for our needs. Yes, perform miracles with far less, after all. There is but one person in all Eorzea capable of reconstructing this vase. A man whose skill with the hammer has brought rival goldsmiths low. So breathtaking are his works, so fearsome is a competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as one would of great warrior. Once, a notorious gang of thieves perpetrated a series of robberies in Ul'dah, targeting establishments which sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humble lapidary of whom I speak. His was the last shop the thieves struck, for the following morning they were found beaten, bound, and gagged in the Gold Court. The brass blades never learned who was responsible. The only information they had was the testimony of a thief who kept muttering the words, "The hammer, the hammer." He sounds dangerous. Aye, that he does, and I do so enjoy the company of dangerous men. Oh. But where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Gilgamesh, and that is my companion, Enkidu. Well, not really. It has been many moons since I last saw her, so to ease the burden of loneliness, I tamed a rooster and painted it green. In any case, you mean to search for this goldsmith, yes? Hey, Gustavo. If so, it would be my pleasure to help. The pleasure is all mine. Gilligan, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, bid you welcome. If it is that hard for you to remember, I give you leave to call me Gil. Excellent suggestion, Greg. God. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, from what I know of the goldsmith's propensity to procure his materials himself, I have deduced that he is most like to be found in the vicinity of Blue Fog in northern Thanalan. 'Tis there we shall begin our search. Come, Greg. Greg. Because he can't even say Gil. Why does he have a rooster? Because he's lonely. Oh my goodness. This crew. It speaks to my soul. Alright. I was not expecting Gilgamesh to be Greg. Where are we? Why does this place feel familiar? Oh, this is where we did our final preparation before the end of Realm Reborn. Oh, we saw this thing walking earlier, randomly. The Doblin's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. I don't think it's been dead long. Maybe whoever did it is still around. Excellent observation, Nashu. Ugh, basilisks. The basilisk's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. A single blow to the head. Impressive. We need to have Hildy nights where everybody can only speak in Hildy talk. The Hildy moon rises once more. The Doblin, the Basilisk, the Ahriman, all were slain with a hammer, as that beast over yonder, unless if I am mistaken. Oh, jeez. Chimera. That chimera must be his latest prize, which means he must still be about. Mayhap he is watching us at this very moment, attempting to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. Look at that animation on Greg. Alas, it comes to this. Though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable. What must you do that is so terrible? I must dance! Okay. I'm a Manderville man doing what only a Manderville can. From the peaks of Korthus to Thanalan, Manderville man. I cannot avert my eyes! I also recognize that emote. That is the dance of House Manderville, passed down from father to son. Were I to perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good man, I see no other solution. You must dance in my stead. Though it be a gross, nay, unconscionable violation of my family's traditions, I must bequeath to you the Manderville. Yay. I am diving deeper into the FF14 lore and understanding more of your silly references. Well, we might as well put this one on the bar. Oh shoot, I forget how to do this. How do I put it on the... I remember now. Oh shoot. Wait. How do I get my bar back? Oh, got it. I do the Manderville dance. I have ascended. The time has come for you to do what only a Manderville can. Oh man, why is there a naked dude in this? We are as siblings now, my constant comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Manderville. Now you must use that knowledge. Go to the fallen chimera and dance like only a Manderville can. Well, here we go. I'm a Manderville. Hey, Wicked Warrior. Oh, there's the hammer. Looks imperial. Do you all have to watch? Please don't. Oh my god, this is so tough. This is why we have to change our gender and everything after this. I can't respect my character anymore. Fancy yourself a Manderville man. You would do what only a Manderville can. Then lift your legs and put up your hands. Be a Manderville man. He comes! Let me solo her has arrived. Is this his dad? Ho! You have naught to fear from me, not at all. The only accounts I came to settle were with the Chimera. This underwear is not even the right size. Jeez, but you were not drawn by here by some coincidence, were you? This looks like Raoul. No, you came in search of me, Godbird. Why else would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that? Wait, have I seen him before? Oh, the Santa. But more importantly, how in the hells did you learn the Manderville? If I did not teach you, then who? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. By the grace of Thou, what sorcery is this? He yet lives. He's getting right after him. Holy! Oh, it's so freaky having a naked man run that fast. Oh my goodness. That's slow-mo. Oh man. So fast! Hildibrand headed to a Maximilian Mandeville. Not the suplex. Oh, interesting, Yumo. Oh no, he's back to his old clothes. 10 years, Hildibrand. 10 years since you left home, and 5 since I learned of your trip to Dalamud. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusion that their beloved son was dead? Son? You are Hildy's father? Godbird's the goldsmith's Mandeville man, smithing as only a Mandeville can. Oil him up and give him a tan, fit for a Mandeville man. Please, father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. Who says FF14 has no emotions? His antique vase must be made whole once more for the sake of Miss Maria. He's your Nashu? Huh, do not worry, little one. I deal with worse cases before my morning bowel movement. They need that visual, thank you. That makes no sense, but okay. Can I get my own rooster? Hold your applause until the end. Bargot, guide my hammer. Ooh. Made of a whole new material. Look how it sparkles in the twilight, how it radiates elegance. Would you all not agree that it is a work of art? You've completely destroyed a priceless antique's historical value. Nonsense! I've taken a dull, unremarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. I hope you were paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer? Father, that is not my path. I am an agent of enquiry, an inspector. It is my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others too, innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you had put away childish dreams. No matter, you will understand in due time. No, I will not. I am an inspector, father. I can be naught else. Mr. Godbert, sir, I don't think my mother is going to like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildibrand help with the investigation. We cannot... We cannot say that for certain, can we? Mayhap she will take a liking to this reimagining. You spoke of a thieving duelist, did you not? It so happens I am something of a duelist myself. Were we to cross paths with this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his. And Kidu as well, I should think. I see you too possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad am I to have met you, Greg. Now let us return to Vesper Bay and see how our vase is received. Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. I shall be traveling there on business once I've finished gathering materials. Oh, I think I might have seen the demon bird which took my weapon. Go on without me. I shall follow anon. Man, these are my scions right here. Forget the 7 scions of 7. I can go kick rocks. Oh, we're in a fate. We were in a fate. The Naked Man is your favorite wizard? Well, if you were nice this year, he's going to visit you in a month. All the Scions. How have they never added a freaking teleport place to this city that we're constantly going back to all the time after all these years? You'd think after a decade they'd throw a crystal in this Vesper Bay spot. Of course there's a lore reason, because they didn't want to do it. I know there's the tickets. We return to the Waking Sands. Looking good, Yumel. Careful who you summon with that. Hope she likes it. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your chicanery? I don't know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. See here, Lady Dorilda. Not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did, but... gaudy trash! Lord Manderville, sir, I did not realize you had arrived. Oh. Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. Oh, it does, my lady, it does indeed, especially that exquisite vase over yonder. Although I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction. Your reconstruction? Oh, I don't like it. I love it. I would go so far as to call it the new centerpiece of my Thorn Dynasty collection. Oh, what a relief. I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandervilles do take pride in our work and ever strive for professional perfection. Oh, but why am I repeating what my son Hildibrand doubtless told you when he offered to investigate the duelist threats? Enough expository banter, I say. I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildibrand, will you not? Wait a minute. Your father is Lord Godford Manderville, the man who took Yolande Quiveran's seat on the Syndicate? It appears there have been a great many developments over the past 10 years, of which I was completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelists. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with consenting Inspector Briardian. Yay, I can now join in too. Look at his little goo-boo. There will be, wizard. There will be. Why are you still here? Allow me to elucidate. Lady Dorilda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now kindly share with us all your information. Fine. Our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyways. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named Jonpa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst Lady Dorilda's sellswords. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay. Oh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small folk along each route. The real Treaty Blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. Hildibrand shall assist. Mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? A description? You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. Ha ha ha! A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy Curthus. Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come or don't, I couldn't care less. Be seeing you. Bye! Pray forgive my... Pray forgive my lateness. Look, if it isn't the guy. Greg, my good man, what a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. A victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute dressed in... A ridiculous outfit. Man, the Greg voice is kind of hard. A ridiculous outfit? Oh, now I am intrigued. What reasons would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? Ha ha ha, what reasons indeed! It is enough to make a gentleman laugh. I like how the cat's tail curled up. Inspector Hildibrand would have you accompany him to Curthus. The three collectors. Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is the observatorium, and our mission is to pose as goodly small folk, in accordance with Inspector Briardian's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we are to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No. Then let us sally forth at once. Ooh, we're going into new territory with this crew. Inching closer to the Heavenwards chapter. I do seem to be flying faster out here. Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you are one of the many tasked with transporting a counterfeit treaty blade. Oh no, I can't snack and talk. Clearly you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. At ease, Sergeant. They're with us. More small folk. Keep an eye on them. Or else. But sir, I bugger me. I say, is this land always so inhospitable? The biting winds, the endless snows. Mayhap keeping active will help me to stay warm. Oh, and should I chance to find the thieving duelist, I will of course summon you after administering the requisite beating. Ha ha! They're basically chasing themselves. Good, you're still... Wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Ah, you speak of Greg. He ventured outside the gates here mere moments before your arrival, full eager to catch the thief. As are we. Come, Nashu. We too must answer the call of duty. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my men near the east gates? Run your man over there. You see that just now? No? I don't think me eyes were playing tricks on me, but there's only one way to be sure. You wait here. Inspector, over there, look! What is it, Nashu? Pray tell me what you see. Aha, I see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. Is aught amiss? Hey, Twent, good to see you. I'm just, I've been dipping my toe back in very recently, just this week. Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment, I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu, we have lingered here overlong. We must digress. Post haste. So how long does this silliness go on? Soul Sacrifice. Kinda sounds familiar. What kind of game is it? The one where you sacrifice the souls? There is naught out of the ordinary here. No luck, We have scoured. Freaking chicken. We have scoured every ilm of this area to no avail. I can only conclude that having learned that this opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildibrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding. Or perhaps he is waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits. Oh, maybe that's where I've heard. Gaijin was probably talking about it. I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use. By the 12! Is that the self-same spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it? It was buried in the snow. Well, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I will endeavor to avoid fisticuffs, I will be duly armed should worse come to worse. Now then, we begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium. Hi, Greg. Please tell me this quest writer does other things in this game besides just this quest line. The Highland Gobu. Gubu. Our boy's armed now. Wherefore art thou my nefarious nemesis? 'Twas not the self-same creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. This is so stupid. You sense it too, don't you? Oh my god, this is so dumb. I'm just a spectator. This is the quest line where I think they stretch the facial animations the most. Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you covet this weapon so? If you must beheld it, you must understand. Oh, if you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways it bore resemblance to a spear, but in other respects it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade, to which was welded a musket barrel. It was one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Ah, how I yearned to reclaim it. The strongest of spears. The chicken's gonna figure it out. That weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to the strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious. Now you call me Shirley? No matter. Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh, we're doing the ukiyo-e stuff. This spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again. This spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it with it again. Then we are at an impasse. Oh my god. Oh man, how long is this gonna go on for? We might have a new sound clip. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've caught the weapon thief in the act. Miss Ellie, you are grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man, whom I am certain has never stolen a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed was by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. Wait. I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. A confession to what? I have done naught wrong. Bah, you are all beyond reason. Ah, yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be in the coup de grace. Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impassable. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't, so let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face the duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can. Is there a dungeon? Is there a Greg dungeon? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Ooh, look at all these hunters by the fire. Even got a chocobo. I don't think you're supposed to put water on it. So, who wants to go do a trial? 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 Yeah, trial. I forget how to do the partying up part. You're doing it in the ground again. Nashu, Miss Ellie. Ah, my good man. 'Tis a relief to hear your footfalls. What? As you have doubtless deduced, I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you. Is this the bridge where the ice fell off of? Oh, Gilgamesh on the bridge. Of course. How iconic. I hope we get the iconic song too. Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time. You took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. A silent guardian, content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understand. We were fated to duel, you and I. It's time to duel. Would have been a perfect spot. Best me and you may have the spear. Fail and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I will even extend them to your allies. I grant you leave to summon others. After all, I will avail you to no advantage. Where are you driving from or to, wizard? For Gilgamesh, it is embiggening time. Oh my, he has embiggened, all right. Come. He says, come, my green cock. Ugh, that's a really boring drive. Battle on the Big Bridge is now accessible. Alright. Who would like to go on a trial? Should you guys invite to the party, or do I invite you guys to the party? I guess you guys should invite me to the party. Oh, Firelord's here too. We got more people showing up. Because I was in the middle of talking, so I missed your invite. Will you re-invite me? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Do I start the thing? What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got room for one more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we absolutely need one more? Who's this? Is he still in the bath? It's okay, we'll do a chip break. Very peak there, Dralik. Name a more iconic duo than Takashi and Bath. I think Takashi and Bath is still more iconic than Takashi and Blue. Damn. I'm watching. What's the crystal in your hand? Is that a shield? Two cups of tea. We're waiting for a long soak. I don't know if he's on my friend list. Is he? This guy, right? Full party. We're good? Hang on. I need to drink my orange juice. Come, scions! In his quest to acquire the strongest of weapons, the notorious duelist Gilgamesh has long eluded authorities, until now. Forced to take a stand at impassable Griffin Crossing, he has challenged you to a duel. Triumph and he shall yield his latest prize, but should you fail, your weapons will be forfeit. I forget, do I have to wait for check marks or do we just go? Sounds like we just go, right? I don't remember what half my abilities do, but time to improvise. I have a feeling this is going to be the good song. It is the classic. All right, let's go.
Favorite. Hi, how you been?
Oh, I don't get the sword charges. Wait, is he done already?
Fighting all in is just too much for me. Not. Ha! I lied.
Oh, you liar.
Everything.
Wait, we actually do have an authentic voice for him.
I've been there. This is far from strong. I feel so brave. Goodness gracious. I just remembered something.
First column is no longer sealed? Oh.
I must say, I'm quite enjoying these puzzles. I feel we've gained an understanding.
Chickens.
An understanding that I will pound you, silly! Aha!
On guard, you.
Punch!
A lot of wind.
I won't go down so easily. Well then.
What's he now?
Enough of a beating for now.
Hey, my halberd. Yo. I can do it too now. Oh, I'm out of sync though. Onward, scions! Wait, did we lose some people? Oh no, they're just in there still. Alone, yet still armed. In any case, he seems satisfied with the halberd. We will proceed with the delivery. Back to Vesper Bay. I hate going to Vesper Bay. Everything happens in Vesper Bay. Where's my this No, I don't want to pray return. Oh, 'tis more magnificent than I imagined. 'Twill make a fine addition to my collection. When will I stop streaming? Within the hour. And with that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way. Have a good night. Have a good night, Velvet. There you are, Inspector Briardian. Why did you not wait for me at the docks? I am going to take a quick break. Be right back. Hello. Why are y'all staring at me so? Oh, never mind that. Where's my treaty blade? Oh no. But didn't we just give it you? Didn't we just give you the treaty blade? Hildy's still processing. Disguise yourself as the client and let the treaty blade come to you. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. The men in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he was always issued his challenges in person. Dear gods, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny little brains? It must be so boring. Oh my god. If the men in red did not send a challenge, then who did? I am the man in red. No, not the card again! Oof, effortlessly dodged. Oh, we actually dodged it. How are you, my good man? I believe this is addressed to me, condescending Inspector Briardian. Piss off. 400 years have I slept, 1,000 faces do I wear. What is your will be mine? I shall come to claim the Lepis Maiden's virtue. A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting. The design and the wording are the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this. Oh. Very well. I, and I alone, Hildibrand, agent of enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge. Phew. You want a challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon. How dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious treaty blade to be stolen? And you, Maria. Well, I suppose it is a little funny, isn't it? The two of them dashing to and fro. A pair of gentlemen mummers. You know, it's far too long since we've seen a show. We should head into the city later. Just you and me. Not bad, Hildy, not bad at all. You are indeed a Mandeville man. Mark my face, O phantom of many faces, for it is the face of the... Of the what? Chapter 2 complete. The fiend dares lay claim to the fair maiden's virtue. I can't read this fast. Can true love bloom on this battlefield? Will this Manderville man find his Manderville wife? Tune in next time on Hildibrand. Hildibalzi. Oh, she's back to her outfit. Oh, we got the weird thing. Hey, what's with the goggles those men were wearing? They look special. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair. I guess we'll find out next time. Bye. What is he doing? Welcome, Joey. Ah, there you are. I've been doing some investigating of my own since we last parted. I believe I've found our Lapis maiden. The girl's name is Arabella, daughter of one Master Guguremu, a prominent member of the East Aldenrad Trading Company. Her eyes and hair are a most exceptional shade of blue. Her beauty is the talk of the Sultanate. Her purportedly beauty, I should say. You see, none have actually seen the girl in the flesh. Apparently her father is the overprotective sort. Some say that the maiden has never set foot outside the family's well-guarded estate. But all this is about to change. Rumor has it that the girl is to be wed, not just to anyone, mind you, but to the heir to the Bruguer Consortium. The formal announcement is set to be made at a commemorative feast to be jointly hosted by the two family businesses. The venue is Costa del Sol, where preparations are going on as we speak. Word on the street is that the bride-to-be will be making a rare public appearance. It is there that the thief intends to strike. I couldn't be more certain of it. Piqued your interest, have I? My sources tell me that the bride's father is already in Costa del Sol overseeing the preparations. This is one scoop I'm not going to miss. You're welcome to come along. To Costa del Sol. Where is that again? Hildibrand, agent, reviewer, journalist, semi-extraordinaire. We'll work on the intro, wizard. Needs a bit of work. Oh man, raining on our wedding day. Guguremu. You're not one of my associates. This banquet is for invited guests only. If you have no business here, be on your way at once. Beg pardon, good sir. My name is Ellie, reporter of the Mithril Eye. If I might have just a moment of... Ah, yes, that two-gill sensationalist rag. I read your tiresome screed about the self-styled phantom thief and his letter of challenge. If you have come to tell me my daughter is in danger, I can assure you that your concern is entirely unwarranted. I have not kept my Arabella safe to this day to see her whisked away from me by some fly-by-night rogue. I have spared no expense in securing the best protection money can buy. Why do they all have sunglasses and untrustworthy smiles? The brass blades of the Gerbera, an elite unit of the most lethal swordsmen in the Sultanate. They say one of them once caused a man's heart to burst just by looking at him askance. The moment they set eyes on the would-be thief will be his last. What are they goggling at? If the thief is obliged enough to allow himself to be seen, or do those goggles serve some purpose other than making the wearer look utterly ridiculous? I totally got the wrong voice there. Whoops. Off-screen voicing always throws me off. Consulting Inspector Briardine, your reputation precedes you, and what, pray tell, would you propose? I have promised some of the wealthiest men in the realm that my daughter will be attending the festivities. To renege on my word would have dire implications for the family trade. My proposal is a simple one. Entrust the investigation to me. The thief will be in shackles before the banquet commences, and will cost you not a whit of your precious skill. Very well, let us see your reputation is deserved. But consider yourself warned, greater fortunes than you will ever know hinge upon this banquet. I will not tolerate any disturbances. Such touching concern for his coin purse. If only he could muster the same for his daughter. But do tell, Inspector, after he slipped under our noses last time, what makes you so confident that you can catch our thief this time around? Our man may boast 1,000 faces, but he has but a single modus operandi, and it's painfully obvious. A letter of challenge, a precious treasure whisked away from its rightful owner in the broad light of day. This tells me that our thief is an attention seeker with supreme confidence in his abilities. Doubtless he means to target the maiden using the same methods he used to abscond with the treaty blade. Even now, the fiend is in our midst, having assumed the identity of someone who will be in close proximity to Miss Arabella at the feast. I have already narrowed the field. Arabella's betrothed, Vanes, would be an obvious target for our thief. So too would his father, Morgant. Yaltonolto and his wife, Senana, the guests of honor, will give a toast to the couple's happiness. Both will be standing close to the stage where the bride-to-be is set to appear. Needless to say, we cannot rule out Guguremu himself. Finally, we have Lewin Hart, a steward of Guguremu's estate, and Miss Arabella's personal attendant. All the key players have, save for the Lapsus maiden herself, have assembled in Costa del Sol. Doubtless the phantom thief lurks among them, his face concealed, gathering information and planning his course of attack. We will begin our questioning of suspects immediately. Should you encounter any suspicious individuals, you are to report back to me at once. What just happened? Hildibrand Manderville, I could smell the stench of idiocy and incompetence from a malm away. I guess I missed it. The pleasure is all mine, contriving Inspector Briardin. Forgive me for not revealing myself sooner. I was simply conducting a bit of preliminary undercover investigative work. Yet to see through my ingenious disguise with such ease. Yes, I dare say your powers of observation rival even my own. Fear not, friends. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have arrived to defend the maiden's honor as only a Manderville man can. Ooh, new outfit. And goggles. He does realize there's still a fish on his head, doesn't he? Good Inspector, I realize we have not seen eye to monocle in the past, but a fair maiden's virtue, mayhap her very life, is at stake. From one gentleman to another, let us put aside our differences. Yes, I would welcome your assistance in this case. Me assist you? Aren't you a funny man? Oh, it makes no matter. My plan is so flawless that not even your bungling can interfere this time. If you wish to assist me, you may do so by keeping watch over the suspects. In the meantime, I have a promising lead to investigate. I shall return before the banquets begin. While I know this may be asking much, do try to do anything stupid in my absence, will you? I would speak with you, but not here. I will be waiting for you outside Costa del Sol. Come quickly, for we do not have the luxury of time. Hi, Takashi. It is I, J.O.Hay, streamer extraordinaire. You've come. Excellent. With that buffoon suitably distracted, we can get to more important matters. But before we proceed, what might I call you? I'll go back in a moment. An unremarkable name, but it will suffice. Now answer me this, Jay. You were there when the Phantom Thief, in the guise of Lady Dorilda, stole off with the Treaty Blade. Was there anything about our foe's disguise that struck you as particularly noteworthy? Wait, was he not a Lalafell? Did he grow? The obvious answer, and yet all too many, a certain self-styled gentleman comes to mind. Could not recognize a clue if it hit them upside the face. Your observation is astute. A thorough inspection of the mask left behind at the scene revealed a tiny prism sewn into the fabric. It is this stone that allows him to change appearance at will. Clearly our man is no ordinary thief. Magics far outside the grasp of the common folk are at his disposal. This in itself gives us insight into his identity and his ways. And yet this is not what caught my eye. No, from movements to mannerisms to that utterly obnoxious personality, the thief did not merely look like Lady Dorilda, he was her. Such a feat could not be accomplished by magical trickery alone. We are dealing with a clever and thorough criminal. Not content to rely on his ample powers of disguise, he studies his targets closely before assuming their identities. He emulates them utterly and completely, that not even their closest friends or family could detect that aught is amiss. All the key players arrived at Costa del Sol 3 days ago, when preparations for this banquet began. This would afford our thief more than enough time to study his would-be target. And yet some disguises are more challenging than others. Put yourself in the mind of our Phantom, Jay. If you were the thief, whose identity would you first assume? Breastplate, of course. Precisely. Clearly you are far less useless than the bumbling inspector whose company you keep. Strong in number, few in words. Able to come and go as they please. A fearsome reputation to scare away. And who would draw near enough to realize something was amiss? An ideal entry into Costa del Sol for our man. Deducing as much, I made a point to question brass blades in the area. Little to my surprise, I learned that there was one man who had not been seen at his favorite alehouse for 3 days past. Our thief has not made a habit of wanton murder. Doubtless, the poor man is lying naked in a ditch not far from here. In addition to general security duties, each of the blades has been assigned to serve as bodyguard for one or more of the guests. If the man can tell us his assigned charge, like as not, his answer will reveal the current identity of our thief. Our thief would not have had the time to carry the unconscious man far. We'll canvass the immediate area. You begin your search on the outskirts of Costa del Sol. He's a bunny boy. Well, hello, Takashi. You've grown so much taller than I last seen you. This the naked man? Naked man. Excellent. You are one of the less incompetent assistants I have worked with. Thank the gods. Please free me from these chains before the snipers eat me alive. The snippers, not the snipers. There's 2 P's in there. There. Now tell me all that you can remember about what happened to you, and try to be brief in your briefs. We just arrived in Costa del Sol. Had a briefing of sorts. Master Guguremu gave us each our orders, who we'd be looking after and the like. Had a mind to tour the area, get my bearings. Next thing I knew, I felt a thwack on the back of my head. When I came to, here I was, stripped of my skivvies. much to the chagrin of those of us who have to look at you. You say you received orders from Master Guguremu. Who was to be your charge? My memory's hazy, but one was Morgan, father of the groom. The other was Lalafell Gent from Limsa. Yalto Nolto. Now try your best to remember. Were there any other guests with whom you were ordered to interact? Come to think of it, yes. There was also the steward, Lewinhart. It was to review with him the schedule of events, discuss the protection of key supplies, that sort of thing. Morgant, Yalto Nolto, and Lewinhart. Thank you. For an incompetent fool, your testimony has proven astonishingly enlightening. I shall see this man back to the city and into the possession of some new clothes, after which I shall return to Costa del Sol to continue the investigation. Go on ahead of me. For the love of gods, just make sure that imbecile doesn't cause too much trouble in my absence. Hello again. There you are, my friend, and not a moment too soon, for I was about to commence my investigation in earnest. Tell me, did your and Inspector Briardian's avenue of inquiry bear fruit? Morgant, Yalto Nolto, and the steward, Lewinhart, you say? This does not surprise me. Yes, I had considered them all exceptionally suspicious from the start. With the Lapis Maiden in danger, we cannot afford a moment's delay. I, Hildibrand, shall have our thief in shackles before the inspector's return. Fear not, friend. The inspector shall be none the wiser. Ha ha! If you had hoped to nab the fiend to himself, you should not have simplified the task for me so. Ha! There's one of our suspects standing suspiciously under that canopy over there. Just you wait, fiend. I shall rip the mask from your face and reveal you for the rogue that you are. Oh, he's always about to do something dumb. Stand back, friend. The man we pursue is a criminal mastermind. The mere slip of the tongue could put our case, nay, our very lives, in danger. But have no fear, Miss Ellie. Ready your quill that you might record my every word as I employ the time-honored art of parley, handed down from Manderville men of ages past, to reveal our foe. I can think of a few topics that would interest my readers less than your blatherings. Just catch the thief so I can have my story, would you? Don't worry, Inspector. I brought my quill and journal too. Your adoring fans won't miss a word. Capital! This is why you are my favorite assistant, Nashu. Now behold, as I ensnare our prey with a web of words leading to his inevitable demise. Good evening, Master Guguremu, and a fine evening it must be for you most of all. Allow me to offer my most heartfelt congratulations on your betrothal to the enchanting Miss Arabella. What is this nonsense? Arabella is my daughter, you... Just who in the seven hells are you anyways? Guards! Guards! Ha! Now your chocobos, Guguremu, I recognize the lad. This is Hildibrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. Come to save the lovely lass from the clutches of the phantom thief, have ye? I reckon we owe the man our gratitude. Aye, Vanes? The phantom thief? Balderdash and rot, if you ask me. That said, my betrothed must be quite the beauty indeed to have such rumors told about her. Perhaps she's worthy of me after all. He exudes an unusual degree of confidence for such an effete, fashion-challenged youth. Most suspicious. He's a damn sight easier on the eyes than you. Ha! That's me veins ever calm in the face of danger. Truly is father's son. A Worthy heirs of the Brugere Consortium and a worthy match for my daughter, I must say. Yes, I foresee many years of prosperity for our families. Or family, I should say. Which reminds me, Master Vanes, Arabella asked me to convey her gratitude for you to the golden clasp you sent some months ago. It has not left her neck since the day. Oh, that little trinket. 'Twas nothing. Tell your daughter the greatest treasures in the realm will be hers once we are wed. Haha. The time-honored Manderville art of parley? Be sleeping with the fishes now had Morgan not spoke up on your behalf. That said, nothing about the interactions between the three struck me as particularly unnatural. Ha ha ha! Let us not rush to conclusions, Miss Ellie. A gentleman fancies a more methodical approach. Yes, everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Whoops, I was supposed to be taking this down, wasn't I? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. I sought only to earn the trust of the families before confronting Yaltonoto and Lewinhart, who have aroused my suspicion from the start. Come, we have a thief to apprehend. To Yaltonoto. I've not seen your faces around here. With the East Aldernard Trading Company, are you? Why, yes, good sir, very much with them. Some might even say we are the East Aldernard Trading Company. Ha ha. Oh, pleasure to meet you. Do tell. Is the Lapis Maidens as lovely as they say? Sanana here is no slouch herself, but like me, she's getting on in years. Or no offense intended, my dear. Oh, but where are me manners? Yaltonoto, the Brugere Consortium. And this is me wife, Sanana. I look forward to many profitable dealings with you and yours in the moons and years to come. I dare say this when, and the joining together of our family business couldn't be happening at a better time. What with all manner of fell beasts and beastmen taking aim at our wares. Why, just the other day a shipment of imported foodstuffs was waylaid by the Mandragoras. Nasty buggers, a lot of them. If I were 20 years younger, I'd dice them up myself and take a salad out of... Never heard of the Mandragoras, have you? But of course, I once spent a year honing my body and mind with the fist of Ralger. My fellow monks and I would chant several hundred mantra what's-it today. And your food stores were occasionally raided by the ruthless band of rogue vegetables known as the Mandragoras, yes? Would it kill you to read the Mithril Eye and educate yourself from time to time? A fearsome lot they are. Rumor has it they'll not rest until every fruit or vegetable harvested or consumption has been freed from captivity. Why, they struck at the larder here just days ago. Our supplies were decimated. Fear not, my lady. I was able to arrange for an emergency shipment to replace the stolen produce. It arrived safely some time ago. Settle down, Sanana. Forgive me, wife. She's always saying how meat is bad for her figure. And with that, I'd best go prepare me speech. Carry on, lads. Criminy! None of those three were suspicious in the least. But we must not give up hope, lest he of many faces have the last laugh. Where there is a will, a gentleman shall find a way. Come, Nashu! We must move quickly, or the Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. You speak so fast, Inspector. The sign of a quick mind, I'm sure. Now, where was I? Give up hope. He of many faces will last laugh. The Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. I'm not sure that captures the Inspector's intended meaning. But this is no time for us to be standing around. Inspector Briarian will be back at any moment now. And he's not the type to suffer excuses. Quite so, Miss Ellie. Fortunately, I have a plan. Let us investigate the foodstuffs of which Master Lewinhart spoke. Whoops. Inspector Briardian will be back before long. Come, Nashu, this is no time to delay. There could be some... There are some Monster Hunter things in this game. I don't think there's a liana, though. Crates of assorted foodstuffs and a veritable host of luscious-looking coconuts. It appears that our man, Lewinhart, spoke true. Yads! Are those explosives I spy concealed amongst these coconuts? Perhaps I spoke in haste. It would appear that we have found our phantom thief after all. Oh, those are mine, Inspector. I was looking for a place to set them down, you see, and those coconuts were looking awfully lonely. Nashu, far be it from me to cast doubt on your choice of hobbies, but what in the name of the 12 would possess you to bring your creations to an investigation? Well, they were so helpful in jogging your memory in that one time, and I just thought, or does this mean you won't be needing this piece of driftwood either? Your enthusiasm is always admirable, Nashu, but in this event, I fear it's somewhat misdirected. Now set the driftwood down over there and concentrate on taking your notes like the astute assistant you are. I say, we are most fortunate that confounding Inspector Briardian is otherwise occupied at the moment. Were he to chance upon the scene, he would veritably explode in rage. Now let us dispose of these things before an errant ember sends us all to a fiery demise. Confounding Inspector Briardian explode a fiery demise. Got it. Are you sure about that? Oh no. Uh-oh, don't look now, but someone has returned at the absolute worst possible time. You two were supposed to be keeping an eye on the suspects and staying out of trouble, yes? The inspector will have a fit if he sees you here. But Miss Ellie, should Inspector Briardian come upon these explosives, the consequences will be even more dire. Jay and I will see the inspector keeps a wide berth of this beach. You two just get out of here and be quick about it. Quick thinking, Miss Ellie. Come, Nashu, we shall return for your creations once Inspector Briardian has been led safely from the scene. Investigation calls us, and we must heed its cry. That's a very nice umbrella. Thank you for keeping me dry. And my oh, that's your chocobo. Never mind. Inspector Briardian would share with you his latest findings. So, Hildibrand has managed thus far not to destroy anything. Consider me something almost resembling impressed. Indeed, but enough about Hildibrand. Jay and I have been waiting to hear your latest theories. We should go somewhere quiet and... An excellent idea, Miss Ellie. Oh yes, that spot just over there by the crates should suffice. There, of all places. But surely we could find somewhere more scenic. I'm not here on vacation. I am here to solve a case. Besides, we cannot afford to have our conversation overheard. That junk litter beach should afford us some welcome privacy. Yes, Inspector. Privacy indeed. It's a shame it's raining here. Bloody hells, don't worry, Jay. I'll figure out some way to lead him clear of the bombs. Hey, it's raining. There should not be any explosives. Oh, I did not notice. Is it just me, or is there a bit of chill in the air? Perhaps we should go someplace warm. I, for one, welcome a respite from the sweltering heat. Besides, this will not take long. You insist, Inspector. Oh, jeez. Through the questioning of a brass blade attacked by a quarry, I have identified the 3 individuals most likely to be our thief in disguise. To wit, Morgant, Yaltonoltho, and Lewinhart. The 3 of us shall split up, with each of us keeping watch over... Are you two listening? Of course we are. Beg pardon, Inspector. Yes, yes. You look unwell, Miss Ellie. Perhaps you were right. I, too, feel a chill wind blowing in. I hope we should continue our conversation elsewhere. Oh, but there's no need. Wait here and I shall build us a fire. Oh, no. Ha ha! Methinks the Inspector has taken leave of his senses. The chance of locating suitable kindling on these barren shores is infinitesimal. Here we are. This piece of driftwood should serve perfectly. And as fortune would have it, I just happen to have a flintstone on my person. Oh no, Nashu! Oh man, this Inspector's gonna blow. There is no cause for alarm. It is not blood that courses through the Inspector's vein, but ice. I could not fathom a series of events that would lead such a calm and composed individual to lose his firm grip on that fiery torch. Remarkable insight, Inspector. I must record those words for posterity. Whee! It's flying! Oh my god. This is gonna be the craziest thing that makes it go off. What have we here? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. The twitch. Could this be another challenge from the fiend? Surely you jest, Inspector. It looks nothing like his usual cards, see? Doubtless it's just the idle ravings of some madman. Perhaps so, but we must exercise due caution. Ah, there are 2 more pages. Give up hope. He of many faces will laugh last. It is not the Lapis Maiden alone that shall come to harm. It is more direct than his previous challenges. There can be no doubt as to the sender. But what is this talk of another victim? Final page holds the answer, no doubt. The final page. Confounding Inspector Briardian will meet a fiery demise. Oh no! Wait, let's sneeze gonna Oh jeez. You jumped way too early. Bonk. Oh, this is where the sneeze is gonna. Okay, let's take the torch away. Move the torch away. Ah, shoot. This has got to be like a notable pose at this point. You saw through the fiend's ruse, but how? Let's just call it reporter's intuition. Are you hurt? A ringing in my ears, but otherwise no worse for the wear. You have my gratitude. All's well that ends well. Hildibrand Manderville, were you able to learn aught of the fiend who made this ignoble attempt on my life? I exhausted every effort, Inspector, yet I fear our quarry proves ever elusive. Excellent. I might have died of shock if you had. At any rate, our foe has revealed himself as no mere thief, but a madman who will resort to cold-blooded murder. We must redouble our vigilance, lest the others come to harm. Vigilance. Yes, vigilance is the order of the day. What in the name of the gods? Fowl's teeth, those vegetables cost a fortune, and they're ruined! Agent of enquiry. More like agent of injury and incompetence. You are to replace the supplies that you were destroyed before the banquet begins, or I will see the entire lot of you rot in jail. Well, he's up to like his 4th suit now? It's blue, that's what threw me off. You dyed it. I see it. I'm playing the old content, though. This is a quest line that transcends 10 years, Joey. So I'm started like 2-3 hours ago on this one. Okay, where's this one? What was that terrible explosion coming from the beach? Is everyone safe? Fear not, the fiend's artless attempt in my life has been thwarted. Sadly, your food supply did not escape unscathed. Master Guguremu bids that the damned ingredients be replaced with all speed. Good gods, this is no thief, this is a madman. As for replacing the ingredients, I fear that will prove a difficult task. Those crates contain imported vegetables of considerable rarity, you see. Vegetables that are in particularly short supply these days. What with the mandragoras at large, even if I were to place the order immediately, it would likely take days to arrive. Mandragoras? I've heard of that fell band. Tell me, what manner of vegetables did they steal? The rarest was an import from the Far East. I do not recall the name, but it very closely resembled the Yorzian dragon pepper, save for its color, which was a deep purple. Methinks you dost worry too much, Master Lewinhart. Our course of action is clear. We need only storm into the den of these overgrown weeds and steal your precious purple dragon peppers right back. Would advise against that, Inspector. There are no ordinary mandragoras, but rather a bloodthirsty band of killers given succulent flesh. Even the brass blades of the gerbera proved unable to resist them. Oh, a formidable foe indeed. Were only there a brave soul in our midst with a wont for taking on fearsome enemies with not a shred of concern for his own well-being. Stares. Your eyes, friend, they speak to me. They say yes, I shall vanquish these rogue vegetables and deliver the purloined goods back to their rightful owner. You are truly a godsend adventurer. One Sundhimal of the Yellow Jackets has been charged with defending the roads of the Mandragoras. If anyone would have knowledge of their current whereabouts, it would be him. Without those ingredients, Master Guguremu is like to cook me instead. Please, friend, you're my only hope. A gentleman would never let his comrade face danger alone. Let us away to Limsa together. To Limsa. Oh boy. All right, this is a good point for me to stop. I have really been enjoying this quest line, and I'm going to continue it sometime this week. Tomorrow I think I'm going to be trying to work out. But once I get another evening this week, I'd like to continue this quest line. It's been really good. Thanks for recommending it, and thanks for hanging out. This was a really fun night. It was a really good way to just kind of chill. So I'll pick up where I left off next time, and until then, keep it classy, everybody.